Hello, welcome to another video from the Animal University channel. Let's go for the video. Chameleon. Chameleon, family Chameleonidae, any of a group of primarily arboreal, tree-dwelling, old-world lizards best known for their ability to change body color. Other characteristics of chameleons include zygodactylous feet, with toes fused into opposed bundles of 2 and 3, acrodont dentition, with the teeth attached to the edge of the jaw, eyes that move independently, atrophied venom glands that produce harmless trace amounts of venom, and a long, slender projectile tongue. The name has also been applied to the false chameleon, or anole, a New World lizard of the genus Anolis, family Iguanidae. 4 genera of true chameleons have been described: Bradipodian, Bruchisia, Chameleo, and Rampholion. 2 additional genera, Columma and Furcifer, are recognized by some researchers. More than 150 species are currently known, and additional ones remain to be named. About half of the species occur only in Madagascar, whereas others occur mostly in sub-Saharan Africa. 2 species occur in Asia, one is native to southern India and Sri Lanka, Cameleo zeylanicus, and the other, the European chameleon, chameleon, is found from the Middle East to southern Spain. The most familiar chameleons belong to the genus Chameleo, and these have prehensile tails that wrap in a coil-like fashion around limbs to maintain balance. In contrast, most species of pygmy chameleons in the genera Bruchisia, Madagascar, and Rampholion, Africa, have short stubby tails that are not prehensile. However, pygmy chameleons in Bradipodian have longer tails that are prehensile. The longest chameleon in the world is Parsons' chameleon, Columma parsonii, which may grow up to 69.5 centimeters, about 27 inches, long. On the other hand, the world's shortest chameleon, the male nanochameleon, Bruchisia nana, can be as small as 21.6 millimeters, about 0.9 inch, long. Most chameleons, however, are 17 to 25 centimeters, 7 to 10 inches, long. The body is laterally compressed, the tail is sometimes curled, and the bulged eyes move independently of one another. Also, some chameleons possess helmet-shaped heads. Some species have conspicuous head ornamentation that may include as many as 3 long horns projecting forward. Such features are either exclusive to or better developed in males, and at least some of these features are related to territorial defense. A defending male responds to an invader by expanding the body, puffing out the throat, and elevating or waving special head flaps. If this display fails to intimidate the intruder, the defender charges and snaps his jaws. The differences in appearance between the sexes result from a process known as sexual selection, in which individual males with extreme ornamentation have a higher breeding success. They pass on the genes that form the basis for these features at a faster rate than those individuals lacking ornamentation. Each species is capable of undergoing a particular range of color change. The mechanism involves the dispersal or concentration of pigment granules, melanophore cells, in the cells that contain them. These cells are under the control of the autonomic nervous system. Color change is determined by such environmental factors as light and temperature, as well as by emotions such as fright and those associated with victory or defeat in battle with another chameleon. Many chameleons can assume a green, yellow, cream, or dark brown coloration. Frequently, this occurs with lighter or darker spots on the background color of the body. Some of the most striking colors appear in males during mating. Some achieve color patterns that are so vivid and complex that it is hard to imagine that they serve any natural purpose. It is a popular misconception that the chameleon changes its color to match that of the background. The chameleon's specialized vision and a specialized tongue projection system permit the capture of insects and even birds from a distance. The chameleon's eyes are very good at detecting and regulating light. The lens of a chameleon's eye is capable of focusing extremely rapidly, and it can enlarge visual images much like a telephoto lens. Although many other lizards also use the tongue to capture prey, most can expel it only a short distance. In contrast, chameleons can launch their tongues at great speed to a distance of more than twice their body length, and they can strike and capture their prey with great accuracy. The hydrostatic force resulting from rapid contraction of a ringed accelerator muscle is used to project the tongue toward the chameleon's prey. A sticky tongue tip adheres to the victim's body, and strong retractor muscles pull the tongue and prey back into the mouth. Most species are egg layers. Typically, females descend from their shrub or tree to bury between 2 and 40 eggs in the soil or rotting logs, and incubation lasts about 3 months. Some species, such as the large Jackson's chameleon, C. jacksonii, bear their young live, however, they do this without a placenta between the mother and the developing young. All nutrients necessary for development are contained within the egg itself, which simply develops within the female's oviduct minus a shell. In addition, the Madagascan chameleon, F. labordi, has been widely acknowledged as the vertebrate with the shortest lifespan. The eggs of F. labordi hatch in November, and the young chameleons grow extremely fast. They mature to adulthood just 2 months later. After an intense competition for mates, eggs are laid in February, and the entire adult population perishes. The chameleon's habitat. Chameleons are animals that are found throughout jungle and desert alike, in Africa, Asia, and parts of southern Europe, and chameleons have also been introduced to parts of North America. Most of these lizards live in trees or in bushes. Only a few species of chameleon live on the ground under piles of leaves. Predators of chameleons. There are many animals that eat these lizards. In fact, the smaller a chameleon is, the more likely it is to be eaten by a larger animal. Some of the predators include snakes, birds, and sometimes monkeys. Though they can blend in with their environment, they are near the bottom of the food chain. This means there are many animals above them on the food chain that can eat them. A chameleon's defense against predators. A chameleon's ability to change color to match its environment is its way of protecting itself when a predator is nearby. If this lizard is on a branch, its skin can turn a color that is very close to the color of the branch. Many predators may pass by without ever seeing the chameleon sitting quietly on the tree branch. Body language of a chameleon. Chameleons are animals that communicate with one another by using their body language. For instance, a chameleon trying to protect its territory from an intruder is likely to turn sideways. This makes the lizard look bigger and more threatening. A chameleon that feels threatened may open its mouth to try to scare another one away. Chameleon reproduction. Most species of these lizards lay eggs, while a few have live babies. The female digs a hole in the ground and lays her eggs inside it to keep them warm. Usually, they lay around 20 eggs, but it can be more or fewer depending on the species. It can take 4 months to a year for the eggs to hatch. Jackson's chameleon is one example of a species that has live babies. This lizard can have from 8 to 30 live babies after being pregnant for about 6 months. Chameleon conservation status. There are some species of chameleons that are endangered. A couple of examples include the tiger and the Ellensburg dwarf chameleon. These animals can become endangered for many reasons such as loss of their habitat or pollution. The meaning behind the name. The word chameleon comes from the Greek words chamai, which means on the earth, and leon, which means lion. So, the word means earth lion. A chameleon's eyesight. These lizards have excellent eyesight. A chameleon can see up to 32 feet in front of them. This makes it even easier to spot crickets, snails, and other types of prey. They also have complete 360-degree vision around their body. This special adaptation allows them to hunt prey and spot predators more effectively. A chameleon's hearing. Though this lizard has excellent eyesight, it can't hear very well. Like snakes, they can hear sounds at certain frequencies but depend on their eyesight to catch insects. Does a chameleon drink a lot of water? A chameleon doesn't drink a large amount of water but does need constant access to it. A chameleon living in a forest drinks drips of water off the leaves of trees after a rainstorm. Most chameleons look for dripping water instead of looking for a pool on the forest floor. How big are chameleons? The size of a chameleon depends on its species. A Malagasy giant chameleon measures about 27 inches while the leaf chameleon is only a half-inch long. Both of these chameleons live in Madagascar. While some chameleon species weigh less than a pound, others can weigh 2 to 4 pounds. The Parsons chameleon is about the size of a house cat. Do chameleons live in groups? Chameleons do not live in groups. They prefer to sit alone in the trees and in bushes. Chameleons do get together in order to mate, but otherwise they are known as solitary animals. I hope you enjoyed this video enough and it was informative. Please like the video and subscribe the channel. Introduce us to your friends. Good luck to you all.